doesn't mean that Hillary would have been a good choice either. She was a terrible choice. She's a corrupt politician, one of the most unlikable people that's ever run for office. They were trying to get people to be supporting her just because she's a woman. This is going to be her history. Women, ladies, I stand with her. So there's all these women that have this blind allegiance towards this career politician, completely full of shit. She's been full of shit forever. But meanwhile, just a puppet of banks, and those people make shit piles of money from speeches, and there's major problems with the Clinton Foundation. It's not even around anymore. It's a dark legion. And meanwhile, she's doing all this Me Too talk. Her husband's a goddamn predator.
Yeah.
He's been a predator forever.
Yeah.
She said that Monica Lewinsky was a grown woman and it wasn't an abuse of power. Get the fuck out of here.
How old is Monica?
She was 20.
Hillary Clinton tried to rewrite her political legacy, but Joe Rogan showed up with facts, fire, and zero tolerance for spin. From the infamous email debacle to her magical blame-shifting tour, Rogan didn't just call her out, he demolished the whole act. This wasn't a roast. It was a full-blown reckoning. Brutal, hilarious, and razor-sharp, the takedown tore through the noise like a hot MIC on live TV. Hillary came for applause. She got a sledgehammer.
He is, and he's actually still kind of good looking. Like, even for an older dude. Yeah, why not? He's still so good looking, and she's just so miserable.
She was publicly humiliated, and she thought that her big retribution would become president.
I'm running for president, and I'm in it to win it.
You know, become president.
Sure.
And then that would be it. All water under the bridge. I'm a strong woman. I'm running this country. And then America.
Somehow, Hillary Clinton still struts through political scandals like she's on a red carpet. Grin locked, heels high, and a trail of deleted emails floating behind her like confetti. But Joe Rogan didn't just roast her. He carved up her political career with surgical precision, then set fire to the remains. It wasn't subtle. It was a wrecking ball aimed at decades of political theater. And the star, a lead actress who keeps forgetting her lines but still expects a standing ovation.
I was infuriated when people that I knew that I was friends with were trying to tell me that Hillary Clinton was a good choice. And that's the same choice. I'm like, look, I don't know if she's murdered people, but I know that I worry that she's murdered people. That's a real, I really wonder. Like this Seth Rich.
I know. First of all, just leave. You don't even need to go there. You know,
there's so many other things.
There's so many other things that we know for a fact.
The Clinton Foundation, for instance.
So,
if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Now, back to Rogan, who dives headfirst into Hillary's never-ending rebrands. She's reinvented herself more times than a failing startup. One minute she's a feminist warrior. The next she's cashing checks from regimes that treat women like property. Somehow, she's both a champion of equality and a walking contradiction. If hypocrisy had a LinkedIn profile, Hillary Clinton would be the CEO, endorsed by confusion, backed by irony.
Yeah, she really did say that.
Yeah, she really did say that after she just got done Gaddafi and then laughed about it.
We came, we saw, he died.
We came, we saw, he died. The fact that any human being would ever do that. By the way he died, that's some dark.
Joe Rogan doesn't hold back. He calls out the truth. Hillary's political career feels like one long audition for a role America never cast her in. It's like the country watched the pilot, hated it, cancelled the show, and she kept showing up to the Emmys asking for awards. Her refusal to change the script isn't just stubborn. It's a masterclass in either dedication or delusion. Most likely both.
The thing was, he was packing stadiums.
Yeah.
She couldn't even fill a fucking high school gymnasium.
Right. She was pulling all the strings, and she had all the favors that she was pulling in, and she had a shit ton of money behind her, and they were completely arrogant, and all the liberal elite in the media thought there was no chance that she was going to lose. She's 95% shoe-in to win the presidency, and she walked around like she was 95%.
She already thought she won.
Yeah.
Then there's the email saga. The story that just won't die, mostly because Hillary Clinton treated a government server like it was her personal Pinterest board. Rogan tears into it like the stand-up routine that writes itself. She claimed it was for convenience, but ended up creating a digital monument to bad judgment. Somewhere, a Nigerian prince is still jealous of her setup. And through it all, she played the victim, like the star of an off-Broadway tragedy titled Accountability is Sexist.
Forever. If you watch the conversation between James Comey, when James Comey testified about what he did and what they found with the Hillary Clinton emails, and then her version of it, she's just a straight liar.
Yeah.
She deleted 33,000 emails.
How the f- do you do that? And then
even worse than that, when they rigged the DNC, they rigged the primaries so that Bernie Sanders was going to lose. She had her people into the DNC.
That was crazy.
Next up, the Clinton Foundation, the family business that's somehow a charity, a political machine, and a black hole for mystery money. Donations go in, influence oozes out, and no one really knows what happens in between. Rogan nails it. This isn't public service, it's PR with a donation button. Then came 2016. The election. The billion-dollar faceplant. Hillary had the media, the donors, the celebrities, the confetti, and still lost. Joe dances through the absurdity of a campaign so robotic it made vending machines look relatable. Whether it was shady speeches, suspicious donations, or ancient real estate deals, she wore the same expression. Part shock, part denial, fully rehearsed. Like a soap opera character realizing they were the villain all along.
One of my favorite clips is Hillary Clinton when she was running 2012. She was more MAGA than MAGA.
So I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes. And you have to try to learn English. And you have to wait in line.
That's so MAGA.
Of course, Rogan doesn't skip over Benghazi, the foreign policy disaster that became shorthand for evasion. The scandal wasn't just about the tragedy. It was about the lengths Hillary went to pretend it wasn't her fault. Her strategy: deny, deflect, distract, then write a memoir about how misunderstood she is. Speaking of books, Joe dissects her post-election memoir like it's political fan fiction, starring Hillary Clinton as both misunderstood genius and heroic victim. She blames James Comey, the media, misogyny, everyone but herself. Her speeches, so choreographed they make Broadway blush. Her tone, less leader, more malfunctioning hologram.
You know, I was getting shot at. It's like, I can't imagine, I was just talking about lack of empathy. I can't imagine being in a situation where I'm on television and I'm saying things that are so removed from the truth.
Right.
Like, I can't wrap my head around that.
Well, Hillary did the same thing.
Well, she's a congenital liar, as she was referred to by the New York Times back in the day. But,
and rightly so, but people forget this. She did talk about a firefight that she was involved in.
I was under sniper fire. And the worst thing about that people didn't give a shit about, she said when she was in Bosnia, she was under sniper fire. It's like, wait a minute, you're throwing the Secret Service under the bus. Because what kind of
Then there's her terrifying tech illiteracy. Yes, the person once responsible for national cyber policy thought wiping a server meant using a cloth. Rogan couldn't resist. Watching Hillary use tech is like watching your grandma try TikTok, confused, panicked, and somehow in charge of national secrets. And don't forget her self-appointed status as the face of progress. Hillary Clinton acts like she invented feminism, while backing policies that hurt the very group she claims to champion. Joe exposes it all, the contradictions, the opportunism, the ever-shifting persona. She's the loyal wife, the power strategist, the fierce independent, all depending on the crowd. The Clintons aren't just a political couple, they're a brand powered by scandals and spin.
And she just basically did a double talk around that. But she's got a lot of whoppers in her name. She said she was named after Edmund Hillary, even though he climbed Mount Everest after she was born. So she's I mean, amazing. I love that woman. I love her so much. She's the funniest person on earth.
She's a scary lady.
She's like a slinky. She's always falling down the stairs.
Ah!
Yeah, she's the human slinky.
How dare you?
Yeah.
It's an odd duck. It's one of those things where women want a woman to be president so bad. They want one for the team so bad. And then there's so many people from the left that think she has the best chance.
Let's talk social media. Hillary's Twitter game. Less cool millennial, more desperate in turn with a thesaurus. Joe Rogan doesn't hold back. Her tweets read like PTA newsletters cosplaying as woke. The hashtags. Forced. The memes. Expired. The tone. Detached superiority meets outdated internet glossary. And yet, Hillary always shows up. Whether invited or not, she inserts herself into every political moment like an unskippable YouTube ad. Whether it's 2024, 2028, or the end of days, she'll find a camera, strike a pose, and insist she warned us. She's the ghost of campaigns past, haunting CNN studios and college campuses like a PR poltergeist.
One of the things I always point out, like, people want to talk progressive, you want to talk, being left wing, and she didn't even believe in gay marriage until 2013.
The best part was she was on NPR, which is this far right fringe organization, right? NPR, Terry Gross. And Terry Gross says, you used to be against gay marriage. Your husband passed DOMA, which made it a federal law that gay marriage won't be recognized by the federal government. And you changed your position. Like, how did that happen? Was it because Americans became... Hillary's like, well, America changed their point of view. She goes, no, I understand Americans changed their point of view. What was your mental process? And she goes, no, Terry, you're saying that I changed my mind for political purposes, and that's not true. And she starts yelling at her, and it's like, holy shit, you're on NPR and you think they're too right-wing for you because they're calling you out on your bullshit, you fucking loon.
Just when you think it's over, enter Hillary's post-2016 reinvention tour, a bizarre masterclass in political cosplay. One day she's a podcast host, the next a masterclass guru, and suddenly she's the oracle of democracy. It's like flunking the class and then applying to teach it. Joe Rogan saw through the glittery reboot instantly. While Hillary played comeback queen, Rogan hit the brakes, hard. And let's not forget the audacity, branding herself as the last line of defense against tyranny, after losing to a man who ranted like your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving.
Hillary Clinton has a very weird and I think shitty marriage. I don't think she has a husband who is in love with her or faithful to her, and I think I can't really blame him because she seems to have accepted this behavior since the inception of their marriage. And so past this prologue, you're going to get what you tolerate. What you permit, you promote. She spent all of her daughter's upbringing away, at work.
Joe didn't just roast Hillary. He exposed how out of touch her legacy tour really was. It was like rewatching Titanic, only this time the captain blamed the iceberg on Russian interference. Hillary came back louder, not wiser, like someone who brought karaoke to a funeral. Her obsession with relevance, unmatched. For someone who lost, she's oddly committed to reminding everyone how close she came. More hot takes than victories, each one aging worse than milk in the sun. While others adapt, Hillary doubles down, still doing greatest hits from her greatest misses. So when Rogan delivered his verbal nuke, there was no need for drama. The facts were the punchlines. The spin wrote itself. Hillary Clinton's career has become that one group project where someone insists they did all the work and still failed the class. System crash complete. Blue screen of political death. And we're just getting started.